Stampers! Welcome to another episode of Make It Monday with me, your host, Laura Buechler from Inkyfingers Papercrafting. Today we are showing off the brand new in colors again. We're going into monochromatic cards this time. You know I love a good monochromatic card. And I'm going to keep crafting and making these cards, all day really, but I'm going to keep filming it as long as I've got people here watching me checking out these beautiful new colors. So you're all going to get to vote very soon. You're going to get to tell me what color to start with. But before we do that, I want to bring on my wonderful assistant, Stevie, who's going to take away last week's card. We're going to give this card away to a lucky winner before the end of the video, so don't forget to stick around for that. And Stevie's going to take that away and come back later and tell us who the lucky winner is. So let's get started. Let's put this on the big screen. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Well, it should be pretty because this is the color Pretty in Pink. I just noticed that my name on here is W. Laura Buechler. So that's interesting. Let's see if I can rename myself because that's really silly. There we go. How about that? Edit name. Meh. Okay, I guess that's my tech trouble for this week. Okay, I'm going to try not to let that distract me. I'm going to get going, making a beautiful card. And yeah, I'm going to show you how I used the Spotlight in Nature bundle along with the beautiful in color products to make this gorgeous card. I think I'm going to start with Petunia Pop because that's my favorite of the new in colors. So why not? Why not start with my very favorite? Okay. Now, a few of you might have seen last week I published a blog post called I Love the Gorgeous New In Colors. Don't buy them from me. And that's because during the month of May, all the way up till May 31st, we have a special going on where you can actually get 4 new in color products for free as part of your starter kit when you join Stampin' Up. So we're going to be using some of those beautiful new products today, and I'll make sure to highlight them when I show them to you. Okay, I'm going to start with this handy little square of cardstock, and I'm going to show you the dies. Okay, so Spotlight in Nature comes with a lot of dies. Okay, so these are the ones we're not using for today's card. We've got 6 dies that we are not using, and over here I have got 6 dies that we are going to use. So altogether that is 12 circle dies, which is fantastic. So much versatility, and they have these cool patterns on them. Oh, look at that. I figured out how to edit my name. I told you it wasn't going to distract me. I lied. Okay, so they have these cool patterns. This one is like a radiating pattern. I don't know. That's what it looks like to me. This is like eyelets. And this one is a dot and a dash all the way around. And because we have 12 different circles, each of these different patterns are in various sizes. So for today's card, I am using the largest circle, the next largest circle, which we're going to call medium, and the next largest circle, which we're going to call small. And as I showed you, there are also 3 more sizes of these circle dies in various different patterns. Okay, so I'm going to start with doing one of these large circles on, not on this piece, on one of my white pieces, and a medium circle on the Petunia Pop cardstock. Oh, that's a little hard to see. Let's see if I can put that up. There we go. Okay. Hey, Carol, thanks for joining me, pal. Carol just messaged me earlier today and told me she was so happy with the Stampin' Up! Order she just received. And she's got so many awesome goodies that she can't wait to play with. But I happen to know that Carol does not have these beautiful new in colors yet. So you might want to add them to your next order. But you definitely don't want to make that a customer order. You want to make that a starter kit order and get all of these products for free. So I promised I would highlight what those products are. This right here is the In Color 6x6 Designer Series paper stack. Obviously, this is just one piece of it, but this is one of the products that you get for free when you join Stampin' Up! This month. You'll also get an assorted pack of the In Color cardstock. Petunia Pop is included there. And you will get the ink pads, which we'll be using later to do our stamping, as well as the In Color markers, which we won't be using today, but which can be used for many things. So you will get all of that free when you join Stampin' Up! In the month of March. That is, can you guess what the full value is? I know I have it written down here. I'm stalling while I try to find it. It's $112 value, all for free, with your $135 starter kit order. Okay, so our next step, I need to do some embossing. I need to grab my embossing folders. Okay, so we have two beautiful new embossing folders, or at least I have them. I'm sure there are more embossing folders in the catalog, but I only have these two so far. So this is the So Swirly, and this one I actually forget the name, but they're both really, really cool, and we're going to use them both today to make our selection of cards. The So Swirly is a not 3D embossing folder. So we use one clear plate underneath that, and then the embossing folder, and then another clear plate on top. Okay, so I'm getting my In Color cardstock. And these embossing folders, these new ones, are humongous. I think because Stampin' Up! Is starting to put together a scrapbooking line for all of you who love scrapbooking and memory keeping. And so scrapbookers, of course, do things in a larger scale than card makers. So this embossing folder is the full size of our Stampin' Up! Cut and Emboss machine plate. No wasted space. You might as well use it, right? Look at how cool that looks. Awesome. Okay, let's do the other two colors with the other folder. And we're going to need a different sandwich for that folder. We're going to need just our plain base plate, and then the folder. And then I'm going to need my cardstock. Okay, there we go. And just the blue plate on top, or specialty plate number 4. Oh, thank you, those of you who are hitting the heart button and the like button. I super appreciate that. That helps Facebook to know that we have so much fun here on our Make It Monday crafting days. And it should, the algorithm should show the video to more people. So I appreciate that. All right, we might, at this point, have everything cut and embossed to make our cards. There's a whole stack of stuff off stage here that hopefully I can put together. So, Carol, tell me, please, my friend, what is your favorite of the new In Colors? I'll remind you of the names. We have Petunia Pop right here. We have Shy Shamrock right here. We have Petal Pink right over here. That one's already assembled. We have, there's more petunia pop. We have, oh yes, peach pie. Can't forget peach pie. And we have summer splash. So much pretty stuff. So which one is your favorite? Okay, I'm going to start figuring out my circles here. There we go. There's so many cards going on. I got to have a lot more space. Okay, so we got a medium circle, we got a big circle, and then we need a small circle. Now, if you are a little bit fussy, which I am, then you can make sure that you are using 3 different patterns on your circles. So here I've got the radiating one, the eyelet one, and then the dot and dash one. Hey, Diana, thanks for joining me. So let's see if this is going to work out every time. For Shy Shamrock, I have enough circles for 3 different patterns. Phew, Pretty in Pink already assembled with 3 different patterns. We got that. Diana, what is your favorite of the new in colors? Okay, this time I've got the radiating circles on the small one and the eyelets on the big one. Oh my gosh, it's working out. Okay, I'm missing 1 little circle for the peach pie one. And it's going to be the dots and dashes. Oh my goodness. So I just need to cut this, and then I'm going to have everything I need to put together all these cards. Okay, Diana says her favorite is Pretty in Pink. That does not surprise me because I have known Diana for years, and she is a lover of pink. Now, just because she's a lover of pink doesn't mean that she likes all the pinks, because some of the pinks are not to her taste. But Pretty in Pink, that one's a good one, isn't it? That one's a keeper. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out. I know this is all happening just off stage, that I've got my Stampin' Cut and emboss machine out, cutting 1 more little circle, while you can all admire the beautiful in colors. Okay, Carol likes the Pretty in Pink too. Well, you've both got very good taste because they're it's a very, very beautiful color. Okay, there we go. All right, so I can't start with Pretty in Pink because I have already put that card together for you. Summer Splash is number 2. Thank you, Diana. Summer Splash is what we're going to do next. So Summer Splash is this pretty greeny blue color. And I'm going to show you how we're going to put this card together. Let me clear some space. The only thing that we need to do is take our littlest circle and our beautiful stamp from Spotlight in Nature. And of course, we're going to need some ink. So why don't I grab those ink pads? I'm going to grab all of them. These beautiful ink pads that you can get for free, right, friends? Oh, here comes Pixel to say hello. Hello, Pixel. Did you miss me? You can't see him, but he's standing right behind me. He pushed the door open because he's wondering what I'm doing in here. All right. A little bit of scrap paper underneath here because, of course, this whole flower is not going to fit on the circle. Okay. Now, something magical about circles is that there's no upside down or right side up or left or right or crooked. Just stamp it in whatever orientation you want and then turn it around to whatever orientation you want. Easy peasy. Okay, there's the next thing I need. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my adhesive to attach this to the next layer. When I'm doing circles, I just do 3 lines of adhesive rather than trying to go around the edge. It's a little bit challenging to go around the edge of a circle. There we go. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Yeah, let's pull that down a little bit. Okay. Next, I've got my big circle die. I'm just having a look to make sure none of the little bits are stuck in here, which they're not. That's going to go on top of there, but I'm not going to attach it yet because I actually want to attach that with dimensionals. So before I do that, I'm going to set that aside and I'm going to assemble this part of my card. So we have the beautiful designer series paper. Always has two sides. You get to choose which pattern you want. And I think I'm going to do that one this time. So I'm just going to go ahead and attach this to the front of my card base. And in case you're all wondering, okay, thank you, Carol. Thanks for joining. See you next time, pal. In case you're wondering, Summer Splash is also my second favorite color of the new in colors. Petunia Pop is my favorite, and then Summer Splash is my second favorite. I don't know yet what about the other three. I love them all, obviously, but I don't know what's my number 3 or 4 or 5. Okay, so we've got that put together. Now, typically at this point, when I've got a seam like this across the card, I would add some ribbon, which I did on my Pretty in Pink card. But after I assembled the rest of the card, as you can see, I've covered up the entire ribbon. I've covered up the entire seam. The ribbon is not adding a lot to the card. One might even say wasted. So I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to come in here with the rest of my pieces and start putting them together. So adhesive on this layer. Pop it down on the card. And then I'm going to use dimensionals on this one. Okay. I'm going to use dimensional edges even because that's what I've got left. There we go. That part goes on dimensionals and it goes right on top. Look at that. Very cool. All right, now there are 2 little sentiment stamps in the Spotlight in Nature stamp set. They are Dear Friend and Thanks. So I would love to hear from those of you who are watching which of those sentiments I should stamp onto my card. And while you think about that, I'm going to start putting the next one together. Next one's going to be Peach Pie. Okay. Well, you've seen me do all of these steps, so now you know what's coming. I'm going to start with my stamping. Oh, Diana says, Dear Friend. Now, what kind of occasion or reason would you send a card that says Dear Friend? It could be for a birthday. It could be for sympathy. It could be support. I'm thinking of you. It could be congratulations. Could be a thank you even. You could say, you could give a thank you card that says Dear Friend instead of thank you. Okay, so Dear Friend is the vote I'm seeing. So I'm going to stamp this with Dear Friend. Now, I could stamp it in the Summer Splash ink, but this is a very busy pattern, and stamping tone on tone, I'm a little worried about how it's going to show up. So instead, I'm going to choose a dark ink Early Espresso and pop that on there. Even when you're making a monochromatic card, a neutral color is going to blend in really easily. And there it is. Dear Friend. All right, what do we need to do to finish this card? We all know it by heart. We need some bling. There we go. There's the bling. Okay. I'm going to put one there. And one there. And one up here. There we go. Bling, bling. Bling, bling for a dear friend. Thank you, Diana. I also think it looks lovely. All right, so that's what we've got so far. We've got 2 cards out of the 5 in colors. Should we keep going? As I said, I'm going to keep crafting. I want to put together all 5 of these cards. It just depends whether I keep filming, depends on whether anybody's going to hang out and chat with me. So I'm going to work on this peach pie one. Da-da-da. I guess at some point I'm going to have to give away the other cards, though, aren't I? We'll just have to wait and see. Okay, so that's how our circles are going to layer. And I'm going to start with putting this part together. Okay, so this is the pattern we used on the last card. So this time I'm going to use this one. You haven't used peach pie yet. I have used it very minimally. I've made a couple samples of in-color cards that used all the in-colors, like the one that I showed on last week's video. But this will be my first monochromatic peach pie card. You know I love a monochromatic card. Part of the reason monochromatic cards are so cool is because they're easy for a beginner to create. Do I need to worry about whether my peach pie cardstock is going to match my peach pie DSP? No, I do not. They're going to match. They are the same. Do I need to worry whether my ink is going to match? No, I do not. I do not need to think about color coordination at all when I'm creating a monochromatic card, provided that I'm using Stampin' Up products that have that color coordination, right? Okay, this is what I'm looking for, my little scrap paper. Yeah, so it's easy for a beginner to create a monochromatic card because they don't need to think about or buy a huge color collection. You can just start with one color, play with that color all you like. Everything is going to look good with it. As I said, you can add a couple neutrals in there, and it's all going to come together beautifully. Right? Look at that. Okay, Diana, what words are we going to stamp on this one? Should we try this one as a thank you card, or should we stick with dear friend? I'm counting on Diana. And whoever else is watching, I can see there's a couple other people watching. I don't know who they are, but all you stampers who are out there watching, let me know what sentiment you think I should put on the card. Should it be dear friend or should it be thank you? Diana is voting for thank you. Okay, gotta get my dimensionals ready here. I hope you all remember that you can always use the last little bits of your dimensionals, these little edges. They may not be pre-cut for you, but they will still work. I am sad to say that when I first began stamping, I didn't think of doing that. And I used to throw my dimensionals away at this point. Oh, when I think of the dimensionals I wasted. But, you know, live and learn, right? I certainly have adapted now to using every last little bit. Okay, I'm going to pop that on there. All right, there we go. Oh, it's looking so pretty. Okay, so this time we're going to stamp thank you. I'm going to use my early espresso again to be nice and dark against that background. Okay, so there we go with the thanks. Beautiful. Let's pop some embellishments on there. All right, so we got 2 colors left. We got Petunia Pop and we got Shy Shamrock. So while I'm putting on the embellishments, why don't you tell me which color I should do next? Peach pie. I mean, that is a great name for this color. It is very peachy, and it looks like it would be delicious. Oh, just love that. All right, we got 3 down, 2 to go. Y'all still with me? I'll clean off my stamps, and we'll see what's next. All right, Diana votes for Shy Shamrock. She's making me wait for that petunia pop. She knows it's my favorite. Okay, now don't forget, these gorgeous colors, you can get them for free. The ink pad collection, the Designer Series paper collection, a pack of cardstock, and the new in color markers. You can get them all for free, $112 value when you join Stampin' Up in the month of May. If you are thinking of joining Stampin' Up, I would be so honored for you to join my team. I would love to talk you through all of the ins and outs of being a demonstrator and becoming a Stampin' Queen. I think our team is a lot of fun, and we do a lot of collaborative things and supporting one another, and we have a great time together. So I would be happy to welcome you on board. Okay, making sure I've poked out all these little bits. Shy Shamrock. Yep, you're a tricky one, Diana. Diana was over here this morning crafting with me. That was a nice way to spend the Monday morning. Okay, let's stamp this with our Shy Shamrock ink. Great embossing folder. You know what? I don't even know what that one's called. I'm going to look it up right now. Look, it's past May 1st. I can show you the inside of the catalog now. Okay, embossing folders. It is called number 4, Dotted Circles. Okay, well, that's a pretty straightforward name, isn't it? It's dotted and it makes circles. It is a great embossing folder. And as Diana and I were discussing this morning, you can put that center circle wherever you want within your cardstock because it's this great big folder. All right, here we go. Stamping our beautiful Shy Shamrock flowers. Very nice, very nice. And I'm going to put these on to my card base. Oh, we haven't used this one yet. We better use this one. This Designer Series paper pattern looks exactly like the new background stamp, which is called Leaf Collection. I got that stamp free when I attended On Stage in March, and I haven't even used it yet. Eee! So maybe I should challenge myself to use it for next Monday's project. What do you think? Should we do the leaf collection next week? Okay. There we go with our dotted circles embossed cardstock and our beautiful Designer Series paper. And now we're going to start assembling the circles. Good idea. Okay, Diana's in favor. I can usually count on Diana to agree with most of my ideas. That's what friends are for, right? Okay. Now we're getting our dimensionals. Well, we are almost done the Shy Shamrock card, and then we only have one left. this goes on here. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now, I am not sure. I have not used this paper yet before. I do not know how it's going to look with stamping and a sentiment on there. But you know I'm going to try it. Dear friend. Looks great. Yes. Okay. Now we need some bling on this white space here. Can't just leave that hanging. Let's get our beautiful in color gems. There we go. And pop some gems onto here. Oops. And over here. Tra-la-la. All right. Let's have a look at how this collection looks so far. It's going to look like it's tragically missing something. There we go. Gonna get ready. You can't stop me now. I'm going to do my petunia pop. Just want to make sure I clean off my stamp. This collection does look pretty gorgeous, I gotta say. All right. Shout out to those of you who are going to watch the replay later. I hope that you will comment and let me know which of these is your favorite color. And don't forget that if you want a chance to win one of these cards, and of course the winner is going to get to choose which one they receive, just go ahead and share the video. And leave a comment to let me know that you've shared, and maybe you'll be getting a beautiful card in the mail from me. Not to mention, as we've mentioned before, if you love all the colors, and why wouldn't you? They're gorgeous. Make sure that you get them for free by joining Stampin' Up! This month. Can't think of a better way to do it. I tell you, it would break my heart if somebody placed an order through the online store and bought all of these products at retail price when they could have got them all for free. I might just cry. Okay, I'm going with, I've used all 4 of the patterns so far. I think I'm going to use the polka dots. Polka dots gets a second go. Petunia pop. So pretty. I've been saying all along that this one is my favorite, but this is my first time creating with it, creating a monochromatic card. And I love it just as much as I thought I did. Look at that. Gorgeous. Okay, let's get our stamping done. Grab this very scrappy piece of paper. Grab my Petunia Pop ink. So for those of you who are watching or watching the replay, let me know whether you've received the new catalog yet. And if you have, what is something that's on the top of your wish list? I'd love to know your feedback. Okay, we've got 3 cards that say dear friend and only one that says thanks. So obviously we have to go with thanks this time around. Last week when I did my video, these new colors and all the new products that I'm showing you now were not available yet. The catalog wasn't live to customers yet, but now it is. Now everybody can look through it and shop from it and order their favorites and just enjoy every little bit of it. The Countrywood Suite, yes. Yes, Diana. It is so pretty. The Country Woods paper, I just love. Okay, flip this over. We're going to put dimensionals on it. I feel like I'm speed crafting today because I wanted to put together 4 cards, but I didn't want it to take 4 times as long as my usual video. So I'm just like zooming through. But this is the last one now. I can slow down a little bit and chill out. Whew, take a breath, Laura. Crafting isn't supposed to be a race, right? I tell my class attendees that all the time. It's not a race. It's meant to be fun. I suppose some people go to races for fun, but I'm not one of those people. All right, there we go. And now we need some embellishments. Okay, so we have our full collection now of in color cards. Ta-da! So you could get, let me see, you could order your starter kit, buy the Spotlight on Nature bundle, which we've used today. Buy the I was going to say buy the in color ribbon. You don't even really need the in color ribbon for this project, but you sure could get it. Buy the bling that we used, and you would get, there's definitely more room in your starter kit to get more products as well. But on top of that, for free, you would get the designer series paper, you would get the cardstock, you would get the ink pads, and you would get the 5 markers. So you could create this project and so many others right away for a cost of only $135, shipping straight to your door, and then you become part of this fantastic Stampin' Up community. What a great deal. If you have any questions about what it's like to be a demonstrator, what the minimum targets are, and so on, I would love to help you out with that. Just get in touch, put a note in the comments that you want to know more about that, and I'll happily connect with you. In the meantime, we need to bring Stevie back, also a valued member of my team, and he's going to help me give away a card from last week. All right, here we go. Come on, Stevie. Help me out with this. We've got this beautiful Sending Hugs card that we made last week together using all 5 of the beautiful new in colors on one card. And Stevie, who won this card? Tanya! Yay! Yay! Yay, Tanya. Thank you so much for sharing the video. And I will be sending this in the mail to you. Thank you, everyone, for watching today. I hope you enjoyed all my tomfoolery and silliness. I hope you enjoyed seeing the beautiful new in colors. There they all are together. I had fun with you. Don't forget that you can purchase all the products shown on my website, inkyfingers.ca, where you'll also find more project tutorials, my events calendar, all the current catalogs, and the sign up for my email newsletter. Have a great day, everyone, and happy stampin'. Bye-bye.